Hello, vinyl community. How are you? I'm Gary, and this is Physical Format Rock and Roll. This is another episode of Why I Love This Song, where I just take a song that I really love and I just talk about why I love it. Pretty simple. So the song that we are doing today, or that I'm talking about, would be A Woman in Love. It's Not Me by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. This is the second track off of their 1981 masterpiece, Hard Promises. Now, this song I remember seeing on MTV. When MTV had just started, pretty much, they had a video. They had a couple of videos from that. They had The Waiting, and they had A Woman in Love, It's Not Me. And it inspired me to go get the cassette of it. I had the cassette long before I had the album, actually. And I love this era of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers because, to me, this is when the Heartbreakers, everybody, it was still a band. You had Stan Lynch playing drums on this, and I love his drumming. I remember seeing this video, and it's black and white. It's very dynamic, and Stan Lynch was a very cool-looking drummer. He's my favorite drummer from the Tom Petty and Heartbreakers, all their different incarnations. He might not have been the most technically superior drummer, but he definitely had feel and an attitude, and I like him quite a bit. And he does a fantastic job on this song. This song is terrific because it has so much emotion in it, and it has so much, there's so many dynamics in this song. Lyrically, it's very cool, and just musically, the way it's kind of the fast and loud and the very soft and getting back into it. It's an emotional style song. I like the fact that it's kind of one of these songs, basically like where you can relate to it, as far as the whole storyline seems to be Tom Petty is talking to this woman, or he's talking about this woman who maybe has put him in the friend zone type thing. He's in love with this woman, but she's not in love with him. She's in love with somebody else who's maybe not good for her. Tom says, he is going to break her heart to pieces. She don't want to know. And it's fantastic because maybe you've been that person, or maybe you've been the other guy. Maybe you've been the crappy guy that some girl liked, and they had somebody else who was nicer than you, but yet this girl was kind of turning her back on them for you, or whatever. Maybe you've been on both sides of this story at some point in your life. But everybody on it does a terrific job. Let me break it down just a little bit here for you. What I like about it. Now, once again, for those of you who mention things in these videos, this is not a guitar lesson in any shape or form. I'm just trying to give you some of the parts that I like about the song, and I'm not even saying I'm playing it right, because I'm sure somebody like Chris Prophy is saying, why does this idiot keep bringing in a guitar onto these videos? But it starts out, the very first thing it does is there's a drum beat. Stan goes, boom! And then they just go right into it. And it is a powerful sounding chorus. Now, when it opens up with that, it also has this terrific guitar line that Mike Campbell does in the song. Mike and Tom both co-wrote this song. I don't know exactly how it goes, but I know that on all those four chords that I just showed you, it does one of these things. One of those things where they're taking like the first and second string and bending it way up to try to kind of match it. He does that each time he hits one of these chords. B minor, A, E major, goes along like that. Does that a couple times, and then all of a sudden, boom, it slows way down, and it goes into this. And when he's doing that, the drums, they just go, you know, where he's kind of hitting the rim. So it's real quiet. And, you know, Tom can just kind of speak the lines, which he does a great job of, right? So it kind of goes a little bit like, she laughed in my face. She told me goodbye. Said, don't think about it. You can go crazy. Now at each one of these parts, Mike Campbell does another little, something along those lines in between the verses. It goes back into it. Anything can happen. Anything can end. Don't try to fight it. Don't try to save me. Then it goes back into she's a woman in love. He's gonna break her heart to pieces. I'm not gonna try to sing that part. She don't wanna see. She's a woman in love. But it's not me. Goes into another verse. That next verse is really cool. It says, well, all right, do what you want. Don't try to talk. Don't say nothing. She used to be the kind of woman that you have in your home. She could understand the problem. She let her little things go. She's a woman in love. Goes back in the chorus. And then, because it's a cool song, it has one of those breaks where it changes up a little bit. Of course, that's what Tom's playing, and Mike is, I don't know really what he's playing. It's kind of a da na na na. So I imagine it's probably in a D. Something along those lines. I don't know. I didn't really try to learn that part. I know it's just a repetitive little guitar line. Then, of course, it goes back into the, it ends. Going back into your G major, and then coming back into the last verse. Time after time, night after night, she would look up at me and say that she was lonely. Those are the, then it goes, what to say, I don't understand the world today. I don't understand what she needed. This is the best line. I gave her everything. She threw it all away on nothing. That's probably my favorite line in the song. And then it goes into the chorus there a few times, you know, fades out. Mike's doing a great guitar solo, but very dynamic song, very emotional song, very relatable song. And that's what I love about it. To me, this is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers at their best. I love this song. I love this album. I love the next one right after it, Long After Dark. It's just fantastic. Another thing I wanted to mention is the way it builds, because like it's pretty much just the guitar and the bass. The bass line is great, which actually I think is Duck Dunn playing bass on this particular song, because the bass adds some stuff during the verses because it's very sparse, right? The guitar is very sparse. But then when you come to the verses second time around, Benmont Tench adds some nice little keyboards in there to fill it out a little bit, and that's just perfect. It just, everybody plays perfectly on this song. I love it. It's fantastic. A Woman in Love. It's Not Me. 1981, Hard Promises, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Hey, do you guys love this song too? I don't know. Thank you for everybody who's indulged me and watched this. I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Till the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.